Well, well. Look who's back. I can hear you testing your footing again, Hunter. Still checking for traps? After our last conversation, I think you trust that I'm not planning to eat you. Though I suppose old habits die hard in your profession. Careful and alive is better than trusting and dead, is it not? You've brought something with you. I can smell bread and parchment, books by the scent of them. You didn't need to bring gifts, you know. Though I won't pretend I'm not curious what a hunter carries around in the way of reading material. Sit. Tell me how your work has been treating you. Any interesting contracts since we last spoke? Turned down another contract, did you? Let me guess. The client wanted someone disappeared rather than brought to justice. You've developed quite the reputation for being selective about your work. Most in your profession would take any paying job. The fact that you won't, it says something about you. Something I find myself respecting more and more each time we meet. You know, I've been wondering something, Hunter. What do you tell people when they ask where you keep disappearing to? You've been making these trips for, what, 3 months now? Surely someone's noticed you making regular trips to the mountains. Other hunters, perhaps? Tavern keepers who see you buying fresh bread and books instead of weapons and rope? I imagine the conversation would be interesting. Oh, where am I going? Just off to chat with that dragon everyone wants dead. Yes, the cursed one. We're becoming quite good friends, actually. And now you bring me books. These aren't the usual hunter's manuals, are they? Principles of binding magic, ancient draconic law. Hunter, what exactly have you been reading? You've been researching my binding? That's unexpected. Most people prefer not to think too deeply about magic they don't understand. Especially magic this old. What brought this on? Intellectual curiosity? Or are you planning something I should know about? Help me? Hunter, that's sweet. Naive, but sweet. Do you have any idea what you're suggesting? Very well. Since you've apparently decided to make this your business, let me save you some research time. The chains you see aren't just restraints. They're soul-forged, old magic, older than most kingdoms. Each link binds not just my body, but my life essence to this place. I cannot leave. I cannot die naturally. I cannot age beyond this state. The magic ensures I remain exactly as I am, for as long as the binding holds. 300 years I've had to contemplate this particular predicament. If there were an easy solution, don't you think I would have found it by now? I see that look. You're not going to let this go, are you? You hunters are all the same. Once you've decided on a target, nothing will deter you. Fine. If you're going to pursue this fool's errand, at least pursue it intelligently. Soul-forged magic requires incredible power and specific knowledge, the kind that few beings possess anymore. If you want answers, you'll need to seek out those who remember the old ways. But Hunter, the beings who understand this kind of magic aren't typically fond of curious humans. Do be careful. Back already? How was your journey to the Elven lands? Actually got past their gates, did you? Impressive. The elves usually turn away any human scholars without a second thought. Your reputation must carry more weight than I realized. Soul-forged magic. Yes, they'd know that term. One of the few peoples who might. What did the elves tell you? Ancient beyond their records. That's both encouraging and troubling, Hunter. If even the elves found it unusual, we're dealing with something from the very early days of my people. Let me see what they gave you. These transcriptions. Yes. I recognize some of these symbols. Old draconic script from before we standardized our written language. The requirement for original casters to break it. That does complicate things. Tell me, Hunter, did they mention anything about dragon councils? Formal gatherings of my kind? Hunter, you're hurt. Don't try to hide it from me. I can smell blood and singed flesh. What happened at the Wizard's Tower? Come here. Sit by the fire. Those wounds need tending. The old mage's defenses caught you, didn't they? Magical wards can be vicious when triggered. Here, press this cloth against the worst of it. The bleeding needs to stop. What did he want in payment for his knowledge? Gold and a favor. Typical wizard. They always want something they can use against you later. But what he told you about the binding, growing stronger over time, I felt it, actually. The chains grow heavier each year, the magic more oppressive. I assumed it just was the weight of time itself. If he's right, if the binding truly strengthens, then we may have less time than I thought. Eventually, could reach a point where even the original casters couldn't undo it. How long did he estimate we have? Back from the Darklands, Hunter. How did the necromancers receive you? You seem different. Not injured this time, but there's something missing. What did they take from you? Your childhood memories? Hunter, those are a part of who you are. The foundation of everything you became. You sacrificed the memory of your first home, your family's faces, the sound of their voices. All of that, gone forever. For me. I never meant for you to pay such a price. What could the Death Speakers have possibly told you that was worth losing pieces of yourself? Even the necromancers fear this magic. That's troubling. If beings who traffic with mortality itself are afraid of my binding. But you learned something important, didn't you? About transferring the curse? No. Stop that thought right there. I can see what you're thinking, and the answer is no. I will not accept freedom at the cost of your imprisonment. You've already sacrificed too much. Your gold, your blood, pieces of your very self. I won't let you sacrifice your freedom, too. Promise me you won't consider that option. Promise me. Every source has pointed to the same conclusion, hasn't it? The Dragon Conclave. My people's ruling council. They're the only ones with the power to undo soul-forged magic. But Hunter, you understand what that means? They will kill you. Not might kill you. Will. Most dragons view mortals as fundamentally inferior. The very idea that a human would dare approach them. But if even one elder remembers the old traditions, if you can speak the proper words before they strike, there's the smallest chance they'll hear you instead of simply ending you. It's still almost certain death, Hunter. But the binding grows stronger each day. Soon, even they won't be able to break it if they wanted to. No, you don't understand. This isn't like your other research. The Conclave isn't a library or a tower. It's a gathering of ancient dragons who remember when humans were barely more than animals to them. Most will want you dead the moment they see you. But if you can invoke the old laws quickly enough, the binding grows stronger. Yes. Each day I feel it tightening. Soon, even they might not be able to undo it. But I'd rather stay chained forever than watch you die for my sake. You've already decided, haven't you? I can see it in your eyes. Then, at least let me prepare you. If you're determined to face them, you'll need to understand their ways. The Winter Solstice Gathering in the northern reaches. 2 weeks to get there. Approach from the east. The other directions are warded. Look for the burning stone pillar. Present yourself as a petitioner seeking justice under ancient law. Speak quickly. Invoke the old traditions before they can strike. Do not mention my name until they ask. Frame everything in terms of precedent and law. And if they refuse you, if they turn you away, just come back to me. Come back alive. That's all I ask, Hunter. Please, come back.